Hi everyone, it's Dot and welcome to the recap of my first week of my keto reset. Before I begin, I wanted to give a shout out to Highfalutin Low Carb. He did a episode on different YouTubers who are doing keto resets. He's doing his own keto reset too, and he had happened to mention me and it was very sweet and it was very nice, and I wanted to just do a shout back at him. And if you haven't checked out his site, you definitely want to. He does cooking videos, but what he does is he finds the best low carb recipes out there and he makes them. And so it's a really good channel. I'll have a link below so you can definitely check him out. So how did my week go? Well, it's sort of a mixed bag, and as you can tell right now, I'm sounding a little nasally, I'm sure of it. I ended the week strong with a big old cold, but beginning with the week started out really great. The first couple of days were awesome. And then I just had a complete meltdown and freaked out, overly stressed. And husband came home, found me, and I was not a happy camper. He just said, okay, let's go out to eat, stop cooking. I want to take you out. You need to get out of the house, which was true. I needed to get out. I was bouncing off the walls by that point. And it wasn't anything like related to my mom, or I was just frustrated with so many different things going on at that point. We went out. I ate low carb. However, I drank a few glasses of wine. Not a good thing you want to do when you're trying to lose weight. As I said, I finished strong with the cold. And what I mean by that is I wasn't really eating because I don't really get very hungry when I'm sick. I just want to lay in bed and be left alone. But the good thing was I got to sort of noodle on, okay, why did I have the meltdown? Did I really need to have the meltdown? What triggered it? All that type of stuff. And really what I discovered was that when I do a to-do list, every morning I do a to-do list of things I got to get done that day. And the problem is I was looking at that list of the day of the meltdown, and I had 25 things on that list. And I'm like, that is just stupid and crazy. I mean, it's like, I'm only human. There's no way I can get that. I needed to focus on the most important things. And the most important things weren't even at the top of the list. And I think that's why it was like I was letting everything else get in the way of what I needed to do. But I was the one who sort of let all those things get in the way. So I realized, okay, that's not too bright. So I need to start reprioritizing things. And just what I'm going to do now is just what are the top 3 things or 2 things I need to get done. And unless it's a gigantic project, if it's something that's massive, it's going to take a few hours, then it's only one thing I need to get done that day, not 25 things. So that was sort of a nice little breakthrough I had. And then the other thing that I discovered was that I need a mechanism to help me relax and sort of just take the edge off when I'm starting to feel stressed out and just things building, because I'm not a very pleasant person when I stress out, as my husband can attest. What I came up with, and I wrote about this on my blog, is I'm sort of doing a morning routine because I'm the only one who's up in the morning. What I'm doing is I'm taking the first 10 minutes, I'm practicing what is essentially called mindfulness. Now, I still haven't found a really good definition of it, but essentially what I'm doing is I'm taking the first 2 minutes, got my cup of coffee, and even though I just woke up, I'm sort of relaxing. It's almost like not thinking of anything and just sort of like, okay, you're just sort of in the moment. It's sort of your time just to chill out. I don't even think about what I'm going to be doing that day, but by not thinking about it in a strange way, when I do have to think about it, oh, okay, I know what I need to do. It almost helps me organize my thoughts without thinking about them. It's really weird how that works. It's the only way I can describe it. It's not really a great explanation. And then what I do is I take just a couple of minutes and I think about things that I'm grateful for, because I think that we get so busy in our day, we don't really think, wow, I really have a pretty good life here. I, have a great husband. I'm spending way more time with my mom than I had the chance to before. I'm loving the life that I'm living. And I just wanted to take time to be grateful, pick 3 things out that I'm grateful for. And it can be just anything. Overall, I'm grateful that, I'm cancer free, things like that. After that, then it's like, okay, I'm ready to take on a day. I have a lot more energy to do the things I need to do. And it actually just calms me down and I'm much happier in the morning. So it's a nice little routine that I'm coming up with, that I'm practicing. So I'm not an expert at it yet. Sitting for 10 minutes doing nothing is a little difficult, but I'm trying to master it. That's how my week went. What I'm hoping to do this coming week is really focus on the mindfulness, taking the edge off of the stress, but also I need to find an activity that I'm physically able to do, since I can't go for my walks, which is what I usually would do when I'm stressed out. Got the injury, so I can't, but I need to have other things I can do to sort of take that edge off. Besides, I have to be able to think about mindfulness. I do have a program that I'm going to start using. I downloaded it. Oh, it's doing an update now. It's called Insight Timer, and it's a nice little app, and I have all these different ways to sort of relax and meditate or practice mindfulness all over the place, as far as it can have people talking, which I'm not really too big of a fan of, but it has music, or I tend to like the things that are more found in nature. So they'll have like a babbling brook, or they'll have trees or wind or something, or an ocean sound. That I tend to like. And I actually, I've had this for over a year, and I just started really using it this week. I had a really nice one that I found, and I ended up falling asleep to it just for a couple of minutes, but I woke up and I felt great. So that was awesome. So I'm going to be doing that. But I need something a little bit more physical, because it's almost like I've got too much energy and I want to burn it off, and I have no way to burn it off. So it's channeling itself through just the stress levels and going all crazy. Want to practice and find something that'll take care of that. That's how my week went. And I'm hoping to have my menu posted for the week, for the second week, that the foods that we're going to be eating by about Tuesday. Like I said, I'm recovering from a cold, and I'm probably going to be laying down in just a little bit. Overall, I think it went pretty well this week, and I'm expecting great things next week, though. So it's always good to be an optimist when you're doing your reset. Let me know what challenges you had this past week, if any, if you're doing your own reset. A lot of you wrote to me and told you were, and I really do appreciate you guys sharing all the things that you're going through, and also all the good wishes. You guys were just great on that, and it sort of was it's just always nice to hear that you're not alone in sort of going through these little issues or problems. But let me know what struggles you've had, or successes, and sort of if you're dealing with stress, and how do you deal with it. I really would love to hear that from you. And subscribe, share with your friends, and until next time, I'll see ya.